104.5, the team, your home for you, Albany Great Danes Athletics. We got your football, we got your hoops, we got it all, and now we got the AD, Mark Benson, with us. Mark, first things first, the football program looking pretty good. Still, I mean, not great, but in the playoff hunt.
Well, I think we're right where every program wants to be in relation to football. We're in the hunt for a playoff spot. We're sitting on 5 wins with a big matchup at New Hampshire this weekend is a nationally ranked team. So if we can win out and get to 7 wins, I think we're definitely in the conversation for a playoff spot. I believe last year we had 1 7-4 team go from our league. We had 2 that had 7 wins. And so I think that we're in a really great spot with our football program. I think we're ahead of where I thought we might be in Coach Gattuso's 3rd year. So I'm really happy with where we are at football, and who wouldn't want to have a chance to go to the playoffs?
Mark, we love Coach Gattuso here on Levac and Gaz 104.5 the team. You said you're kind of ahead of where you thought you'd be. I'm glad to hear that. What is the future like? How long until we are a predominant playoff team in your mind, in your timeline?
Well, I think in his 3rd season, if we were to get to 7 wins, that would be twice in 3 years that we're in the conversation. And, the CAA football league is really tough. You have to be prepared to play week in, week out. You have to throw records out the window because top to bottom, this is a really strong league. And there's a reason people often refer to it as the SEC of FCS football. So I think, giving ourselves a chance to compete, not only for the CAA title, but just for the NCAA playoffs, is certainly where we want to be. And, at least as we talk right now, we're on track to do that.
We got Mark Benson with us, 104.5 the team. He's the athletic director for Albany Great Danes Athletics.
And not only football doing well, but now we're getting ready to tip off the basketball season, both men's and women's. Friday night, Penn State versus Albany. What can we look forward to at Great Dane basketball this year?
Well, I'm excited to see how we do. We have a lot of new faces on the team, and I'm sure you've had Coach Brown on, and we've got great returners. Joe Cremo, a local guy, as well on the team. So I think Penn State offers us a really good test. Anytime you get to play a Big Ten opponent and give yourself a chance to win on a sort of a national stage like that, I think that's a really, really good thing. It's part of a tournament we're playing, and we'll move on to the Mohegan Sun for the other games. So I'm excited about this season. I think we were picked preseason 3rd. I would like to have been picked 7th or 8th and then overachieved. So, but I think it's looking for a very promising year with a lot of exciting home games to come.
Now Mark Benson with us, and Mark, Will does come on, but he always undersells this Australian pipeline. How do you guys keep just getting all these Australians to come and play for you? It mesmerizes me.
Well, I think, whenever you get one player and then 2 from a particular country, I think then they have a good experience here at Albany. It makes it easier, I think, to get the 3rd and the 4th. And I think over the summer, one of our assistants was over in Australia and had really great success with 3 incoming players for future years. So I think, the hardest one is probably that first 1 or 2 student athletes to recruit, but once you do it and break through, I think that kind of establishes a bit of a pipeline. And Coach Brown and the staff have done a really great job. And I know the student athletes that have come to us from Australia have had a great experience at Albany, but also a great experience. Our Capital Region community has really embraced these young men in a very positive way. And of course, most recently Peter Hooley and hitting that shot to win the Year D's tournament. It's just been a great ride for those guys.
And it's never too early to ask about a big game coming up later on this month, and that's Albany versus Siena. That's Sunday after Thanksgiving. Are we still looking at this being the most, talked about basketball game of the year between those 2 Capital Region rivals?
Yeah, I think it's a great rivalry, and we're really excited to be able to host this at SEPQ Arena for the first time in the history of this rivalry. So I think it is probably if not one of the most talked about games on our schedule. I think in about a week, my phone will start buzzing more from texts and calls for ticket requests. But really looking forward to hosting that and just continuing on with that rivalry. I think it's going to be a great matchup, a great game day experience for people who maybe have never come to see a game at CEFCU Arena. I would guarantee that the experience will be good enough that hopefully they're going to want to come back. So looking forward to that Sunday after Thanksgiving.
Now, see, Mark, I like being ahead of the curve. I think I need to already put my my name in that hat for tickets. I need my kid to see what it's like to have a game like that at the CEFCU Arena.
Well, Levac, obviously you have a lot of strong connections here, but there is a way for people to get those tickets, and the best way right now is to buy a season ticket to UAlbany basketball. We're currently in our season ticket drive. We will release individual tickets as we get closer and closer to the date. We're giving season ticket holders the first crack, then our donors. Of course, Siena does have an allotment of tickets for their fans as well. And then if there are tickets available, they'll open up more than likely that week of the game to the general public.
UAlbany Athletic Director Mark Benson with us right here on 104.5 The Team. So, Mark, before we let you go, you're very business today. Now, I know you're as the AD, you're also very proud of the parties your programs you throw some big parties. What do you got coming up for us, football wise, hoops wise? What kind of extracurriculars you got going on?
We do like to have a good time around our sporting events. I would probably look back to our Lieutenant Todd Clark Memorial game we had for military appreciation.
Love
I
that.
was really happy to see the community rally around Military Appreciation Day. We had the names of veterans honored on name and rank on the back of our jerseys. We had the decals for the branch of service that they were in on the back of the helmets. We had red, white, and blue smoke. I think Blitz actually tackled his handler. He was so excited. He did let him up, and they continued on. But that was a really, I think, nice tribute to our active duty military service members, retired duty, killed in action. So I was really happy about that. And then, we've got a lot to look forward to our women's soccer. We're at UConn Saturday night in the NCAA tournament with a chance to beat UConn. So I'm gonna head out of town Friday to go with football at New Hampshire. We play at noon on Saturday, and then I'm gonna try to get over to UConn as quickly as possible to watch our women's soccer team. And in a perfect world, our men's soccer plays tonight against Vermont in the semifinals of the American East Championship. If we're able to win, that means that we will have a spot in the championship game on Sunday. So this UAlbany party can continue hopefully throughout the weekend and on into the NCAA.
It's funny, Mark, like how great UAlbany is doing right now in all its athletic programs. I don't think about how many frequent flyer miles and car miles you're piling up right now.
Well, if there's any tire service retailers out there looking for a sponsorship opportunity, the good news is we're so close in proximity to a lot of our other teams we play. But I am wearing down on some tires, so we would welcome any corporate sponsors for UAlbany Athletics that might have that need. But it's really exciting. This time of year, you want to be really busy because your fall sports are coming into their postseason opportunities, and your spring sports like basketball are just ramping up. So if you're not busy in college athletics this time of year, that means you've got some work to do on the field, and we are all really thankful that we're very, very, very busy right now.
Mark Benson with us. We appreciate you, Mark. I'll make some calls and see if maybe some of those UAlbany Siena tickets might transfer into some tires for you.
Hey, well, as long as it's coming to the athletics, UAlbanySports.com, those season tickets are still available, and then we'll see what happens. But it promises to be a really, I think, fun night to celebrate a great Capital Region rivalry.
There really is no place like the CEFCU to watch a hoops game. Like it's an amazing energy, and season tickets sound like a great idea. Guys, that's what you should get me for Christmas.
I will. I'll do what I can.
I'll
do what I can.
Good man. Mark, we love you, brother. Safe travels, and we can't wait to talk to you again.
Hey, man, thanks, guys. Good to be with you. Appreciate it. Thank you.